I'm here, I'm just finishing setting up stuff again.
I'm not adorable.
Okay, so I really wish Twitch could, like, hey, this person's stream ended in the last, like, maybe 10 minutes. If spinnies are not spinning, they might be too close to each other, they might be bugged out, or I don't think I've ever seen a time when there was absolutely no wind, so I'm not sure on that one. Unless you're in this area of the map that I'm not been to that doesn't get wind or something. But, like, it's gonna have another set of ads, which is ludicrous because we just had them. So
Hello, Daddy.
hello, Evie. So I really wish Twitch could just look at it and be like, oh, we should just see this as a continuation of their stream, not like a brand new one or something. Unless it's not gonna do the ads. It was going to do more ads, so I apologize if it shows more ads. All we're going to do is attempt to kill and chop up the shark again, and hopefully not crash. We should keep a counter for how many times we've crashed due to sharks. We don't even have to kill the shark, it's already dead. Bedtime, need to crash, but Saul, you want to say hi and Papa Lurk? Right as the ads hit. I'm so sorry, Evie. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, so we'll see if this crashes the computer again. Whee! And the funny thing is, half the time it doesn't. So I'm like, in theory, it's the exact same scenario and situation, so why does it crash it sometimes and not others? I don't know. I don't know. Again, nothing. I have no answers. Okay. I'm gonna throw these in here. I'm gonna throw these in here. And rechargeify myself. And contemplate the meaning of life as we wonder why shark attacks destroy my GPU. Because we don't have answers. We don't. We don't have answers. We just have dim hopes. Dim hopes of a day when it is not an issue anymore. That's okay, it's early access. So, in the meantime, did I not drop this back? I didn't even collect from it, dang, okay. Well, that's a thing. Okay. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. With every Christmas card I write, may your dreams be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Sleigh bells in the snow. I'm literally just killing time for another 20 seconds until ad break ends. That's one of the things that gets me is 3 minutes feels like such short time whenever I do the stretching, but it feels like such a long time if I'm playing the game. Which is so weird. It's interesting. Welcome back from ad break hell, everyone. I apologize that it did that again. Good night, Evie. I hope you have fantastic sleeps. And all we've done is successfully scrap a shark and then started the recycler down here, pretty much. That's all we did. So, let's get back to jumping in the water and counting past 11. Are we on 11 now? I think that's our number, right? And we should be at somewhere around 90-ish meters, I think. That's a floor that we just landed on. Not the darkness. Help, I can't see. Okay, this one we did clear out. This one we need to clear out. See, it's that simple. With a smack smack here and a smack smack there. Smack-a here, smack-a there, everywhere a smack smack. Old Mick Smack Smack had a smack. E-I-E-I smack. We're like just right at the depth level for whether we are too deep or not. Although we probably should just stay in the depth because I think going up and down across that bar pings our health. Maybe not? I don't know. I don't actually know how this depth is working right now. Okay, so I think that's everything. So now we actually go down into the pressurized depths. Hey, we can see the floor from here. Okay, so it's not going to be too bad. Maybe like 130, maybe 140? I think. To ocean floor. Okay, so that floor we still need. I think this was the floor we were just on. Yes. Okay. Let's scrapify this one, shall we? Monitor. There's a monitor. Here's a question. Sure, we're getting like wire scraps from the monitors and whatnot, but if those wires are like all super hella corroded, then how is little robot dude effectively using those scraps to make working electronics? I need to know for science reasons. Because I think there is an actual legit way that I don't know about, like real world mechanics. And that's kind of more what I'm curious about. How does one take corroded wire and use it as regular working wire? Oop. A da 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 da, a da 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 bum ba da dum, a ba ba da da bum bum ba da dum, a ba ba da da bum ba da da bum. I kissed a girl and I liked it, the taste of her cherry chapstick. I kissed a girl just to try it, hope my boyfriend don't mind it. Damon, hello, welcome in. Welcome to this unique little brand of chaos we have going on here. I hope you enjoy your stay. How are you doing today? All done with that floor. Let's go on to the next one. We've got 3, I think, floors left. Smack-a-pod. An attempt to answer your question, I have just a title. Star Trek. Okay. Okay. Fair. Fair. Meanwhile, beyond the edge of the known universe, one adventurer tries his luck. I don't know. Ah, the food replicator. Actually, no. I don't remember. I'll be honest, I have not seen that much of Star Trek. I've seen bits and pieces here and there, and most of that is memes. It was not really a show that got watched in my family growing up, and I tend to do less of watching television and more of playing video games. So I've not been properly exposed to the show, as it were. If you wish to throw rotten fruit at me, I perfectly understand. I only ask that you give me the opportunity to put it through the food processor afterwards. Am I hearing a shark? Well, there's a pod above me. That's a little creepy. Dun-da-da-da. Mr. Data once explained that is using basic materials to a molecular level and is putting them together in a finished product. See, and that's where I mentioned this earlier. Like, I want the dismantler to essentially give like a, or I guess maybe the recycler would do it. So if the dismantler gives scraps, right, just a lot of fragments of stuff, then maybe the recycler, the actual proper machine that does stuff with the scraps, is able to shred everything to a molecular level and then reconstruct it as the proper resources. That I am okay with. I am okay with that that game logic, I suppose. Yeah, the fabricator for sure seems to do that, but the fabricator also takes the already processed resources as input. So it's kind of like it takes the resources and then molecularizes them and then processes them, which is a bit odd, I think. Also, where is my power? I was not paying enough attention to that. It was kind of just the recycling process, I think, that I didn't fully have an explanation for. But I think thinking of it that way, where the recycler itself molecularizes it and then reconstructs. So it's not that you're getting solid resources by just shredding a ton of stuff. It's that the shredder, the recycler, is actually molecularizing the particles as well, kind of like a little mini fabricator. That is another robot, but I don't want to add it to the count yet because I want to get out of here with what little energy I have left. Anything else I want to smack? So thank you for that. You helped me theorize a mechanic that makes more sense to me. I appreciate that. Alright, where's the ship? Other side? Where is a sunlight that's glowing on us? What are we looking at here? Maybe. Maybe that's the intent. Maybe that's the clouds opening to the sky and allowing the sunlight to pour through. Possibly. Breaking down the item to atoms, putting them together. Like iron atoms here, glass ones here. And then the fabricator is just doing the same thing. It's breaking them down from the ingots, essentially, and then using those to fabricate whatever it needs to. Where is my vessel? There it is. Bum-ba-da-bum, ba-da-dum, ba-dum. We need to keep a closer eye on our power. Because that could have been bad. Dun, 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 dun. How many points do I have in pressure? 95, I think. If I remember right. Pressure, 90. I have 90 in pressure. And we're at max level, so we're gonna have to wait until I complete a quest or two in order to raise that any. Oh, I want more batteries, please. Yeah. Those are for snacking. Also note, no human has been made so far. You don't have to say that out loud, Jess. Just because it's true. Yes, we have not yet made a human. That is accurate. You're just starting, only at level 12. Okay. Just reached Lazarus. Very nice. I will admit I've probably spent about 20 hours in Lazarus between scrapping everything and repairing stuff and putting things together and whatnot. It is a lot of fun. And if that's your playstyle, go for it. And if it's not your playstyle, don't worry about it. I do kind of want to... So right now, I'm very much taking an explore absolutely everything approach. And I think whenever the updates come out, I'm very much going to do less of that. And do more of a... Maybe still like explore everywhere, but not necessarily scrap absolutely everything I come into contact with. Because that's definitely what I'm doing right now. Scrapping Damon? Yes. You have no idea. You are in the right channel. We have yet to come across a piece of anything that we have not scrapped. At all. And we thoroughly investigate areas to ensure we have scrapped everything before we move on. It's maybe a little bit of a problem, but it's also just like its own cathartic sort of ness. It's kind of fun to just completely empty out an area. And I know it's probably going to be less realistic to do it later when they start filling up areas more and have different things in it and whatever. So I kind of want my claim of, yes, I've absolutely scrapped everything in the game to happen when it's early access and there's less stuff. Okay, Hypnotic. That's planned. That's planned for later on to be reacquired. We are now at robot number 11 for this gravesite. No, we're at robot number 12. We were at 11, so that is number 12. I think that's everything on this floor. Let something clean. We let the clean, whatever. I think the last word is air. What? What do you mean I get... Please tell me I do not have to fight that thing and I just get to scrap it. It looks broken. Okay, good. There's glowies! I saw glowies! You reached Lazarus with 8 diesel tanks, 1 petrol, 4 solar medium, 2 wind, and 10 batteries, and well over 600 iron. So, what I've been doing is anytime I get... Ooh, that was like right in front of me. Anytime I get a full box of a resource, I put it to the side and I put all of those full boxes in Lazarus building because I don't want to carry him with me. So I've got 20 full large boxes of resources chilling in Lazarus building, and another couple on the ship. So, but I think we have 6 batteries. No, 8, 6 or 8, whatever, on the ship. We've got 2 tanks of diesel, 2 tanks of petrol, but we're at the point in the game, I don't know how you are with spoilers, but there's a point in the game where you can get oil and turn the oil into diesel. And so we've got 6 barrels of oil, and each barrel of oil is worth about 1,700 diesel, so we're doing okay. You want a favorite tab of things that you make often? Yeah, that would be very nice, actually. Okay, how do I get into this bottom floor? I didn't see anything on the floor above it on the way to get down, did I? I didn't think I did. Oh, I did. There was like a crack in the floor somewhere, I thought. No? Oh. It might be nighttime. I don't know how to get to the bottom floor. That's interesting. I've not come across that issue before. Huh. We got windows, which I still think are interesting, that the windows are see-through one way, one direction. Like, I can see in there, but I can't do anything about it. Let me blow your minds, but I don't want to raise your hopes too high. Go for it. Whatever you want to say. Go for it. Alright, I'm kind of getting tired of these guys. Okay, I'm getting really tired of these guys. Yeah, we're gonna go up, because screw that. Yeah. It's just not feasible to scrap while constantly fighting the leeches. Developer responded on a thread on he thinks about co-op. Yes, there have been so many people asking for co-op. I really hope they manage it. And even if it's like they go through their entire roadmap before adding it, like I'm okay with that as long as it happens at some point, because this would still be a real chill. Like, you've played the game all the way through, it's fully released and everything, and sometimes you just want to hop in with a friend and go around and scrap stuff. Like, even if that's the case, like, I'm cool with it, you know? So I really hope they find a way to add that at some point. Cool. Okay, and also not technically everything, because some stuff I kept for aesthetics. So, you know, like, that doesn't count, because I still took it. I just didn't scrap it. Or some such. Man, I got another shark to deal with. That's okay, though. At least they give good resources. I mean, as long as I kill it, I don't necessarily have to scrap it. And it is kind of way out there, so it may not be an issue. Let's hope it's just not an issue. It's gonna come back to bite me. Watch. Said he's thinking about it. Yes! Yes! Think about it. Mule over it. Do it. Bum 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 bum. Alright, so maybe there's another way onto that first floor? Like through one of the side buildings that goes underground or something? I don't foresee that because I've not seen anything go under the ocean floor. But at this point, I don't know how else I would get into that room, into the building. So I don't know. There's no way it's there for aesthetics, like inaccessible. Co-op where you're the host, you can repair one of the broken robots and your friend can take control of it, so there's still only one boat, you're still the last caretaker. Okay. Okay. That's kind of cool. More of these things? Is there just a spawn point out here? Or something? I remember actually having that debate with someone on if it's... if it becomes co-op, they're gonna have to change the name to Last Caretaker apostrophe S. Or parentheses S. For like caretakers. But I'm sure they'll find a way to make that work. Can you imagine the load on this game? Oh, this is an outer building. That's why. I was like, did I just stumble into the first floor? No, it's an outer building. Can you imagine the load on this game though if they had 2 boats going and just 2 robots out in the world at random places loading however much of the map, trying to do all that stuff at the same time? Okay, there's gotta be something going on with this location because it's not nighttime anymore. I don't know what's going on. That's interesting. Is that a thing that I missed? No. Okay. The idea of the narrative will be inside. Yeah, I could see that. Honestly, I'm okay with that. I think that'd be chill. And you kind of just have, like whoever's the host has the world save. I could see that being one of the methods that they might try. 132. What was I thinking was going to be the depth for this? Like 140? Actually, originally I said 160. Maybe not. Maybe I can't say I was close to being accurate. It's like as soon as I get down here, the backpack's already used up, it feels like. I know that's not necessarily true. I'm just looking over like a minute later, but it certainly feels that way. Okay, is this 12 or 13, Jess? Number of robots. Almost every co-op working on that idea. The host has a world. Yeah. 13. Okay, we have found 13 robots in this underwater grave. Like Ghost Recon. Yes. Yes, yes. Have I not been in sprint this entire time? Maybe that's why I'm burning through power so fast. I do wish there were little like battery snacks you could use for health, because while diving it definitely feels like health is more the kind of linchpin, the bottleneck, how long you can stay down. Ah, maybe there is an underneath. Maybe not, I don't know. If I don't find a way into that ground floor though, I'm 100% gonna rage a little bit until I find it. It will be found. It will be found. Ooh, sure, that makes sense. Can't you build wires so you stay connected? Not for health. You could for electricity, but health you get 2 meters and that's it. Actually, I don't know. Would I be able to build one of these down here? I guess I could. I don't really want to bother with that, to be honest, but I guess I could. Oh, I'm at 24. That means I should jump up there. I don't wanna. I need to, though. That's pretty low on health. Okay, so I'm on this side. What is this side? We're about to find out, eventually. I do use an energy backpack, though. It just drains so fast. It only holds like 1 kilowatt hour, I think. Which, granted, for how much my person has, gives me almost another like 40%. So it's worth it. It's good. It just, like, my sense of time, it feels like it depletes so quickly. Okay, I'm on the opposite side from the ship. Yeah, so when you're below pressure, you also take health damage. And then there's no way of replenishing health damage away from one of the health modules. You do lose like a ton of energy. So like right now, you see I'm losing between like 130 and 170 watts on average. It'll go down to like 60 to 80 kilowatts instead. It's insane how much you end up losing instead. But yeah, at the bottom of the screen, my health is so low. Blurp. I do kind of want to build a better charging port, I think. I almost never use this port, so I might incorporate it. Or something. She didn't learn the loot on every POI, we've just been keeping count of how many robots we've found at this location so far. Because I suck at remembering what the last number was. It gives her an opportunity to correct me all the time. It's just fun that way. Come on, rotate back. That might be a nighttime activity, actually. Back to the water, jumping in. Okay, so I was probably about over here whenever I went up. Got it. I do kind of like the one massive tall building and then a lot of stuff at the bottom sort of layout they have going on. I do think it would be interesting if sometimes they did have kind of like almost a full like 3 or 4 big buildings type of thing that you could go through. But for the sake of what there is to do / find here, it makes sense for kind of like the amount of content that they currently have going on. That's valid, Jess. That is so valid. I do think at some point one of my runs will probably be with like a notepad up in the background, keeping track of everything I've found. Just so I can kind of like tally how much total loot there is in the entire game, but that won't happen until after the release, for sure. There's a sleepy floof in here with me. Robot number 14. a car. Because car. Makes perfect sense to me. I like how they have to specify it's a junk car, not like a working one. Just like they specify it's a broken steel tube. It's a broken electric motor. Like, oh, really? I couldn't have guessed. But these are just like chair. It's not like it's a rubbish, rusty old chair. It's just a chair. Did I miss one? Maybe. Smash, smash, smash. Dun 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 dun. Globe. What was that? Tree. Moses Initiative number 4. Alright. I think that's everything in this corner. It's so hard to tell sometimes underwater. This flashlight is like absolutely necessary for underwater though. I remember the first time I crafted it after I switched from the Lancer. I was like, it's night and day difference. Robot number 15. Question about guns. Specifically about attachments. I've not played with those very much, but I will try my best to answer your question. Was that 15? What did I say? Did I say 14? Did I say 15? I don't know. I'm gonna trust Jess to keep track, because I don't trust me. Yeah, those are just windows. They're blocked off. I don't understand, game. Why don't you want me in there on the first floor? I need to start checking the tops of some of these rooms too. Because sometimes there's things like balanced on the ledges. Is there a bonus to having a suppressor or breacher? I have not played with a suppressor or breacher. I think those are affecting like bullet trajectory. And so I think breacher turns it into more of a shotgun where it's like more powerful up close and it doesn't necessarily go very far. Don't quote me on that because I don't know. I'm not able to play with any of the bolt weaponry in my game because it crashes. So I've not really played with much of it. I did say 15. Okay, cool. For record. I'm keeping track of what you say because I can't trust your word. It's okay. I can't trust my word either. I understand. Everyone needs a Jessie in their life. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-bow. Ba-da-wow, ba-da-bow. Ba-da-wow, ba-da-wow. Okay, so if we've already been there, I don't see anything new here. We've already been there. I think we've gotten the edge now pretty much. The edge of the area. I didn't get a notification for... There we go. This is what I've been looking for. Now, the real question. Do I have to fight Dude Face? Or is he actually broken? That's an important question in here. No, it's an outer building. Why? Why? Why did I think... I got turned around, guys. I thought we were somewhere we weren't. No. How do I get to the shiny stuff in the building? Alright, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's cool. I see red, which means we haven't been here yet. Smash. Jess, just because they couldn't handle your adorable amazingness doesn't mean that it wasn't necessary. Not necessary. Doesn't mean they didn't need one. Words. Robot number 16. put us overweight. Ooh, hang on. Munch. Not that. And yes, this. Okay. Still overweight, but not completely losing battery power now. Alright. There is a roof to this spot. Just a little one. I think after this we're gonna have to go back up. Nyeh. Okay. We are still alive. That's good. Papers. Totally worth. No, I'm stuck. Okay, there we go. Cool. Is there anything past this one that we possibly missed in the past? I think we're good. I think we need to escape. No, we've got half a second. I want to know if there's a way into this bloody building. It's gotta be from the second floor, right? That you, like, go down from the second floor or something? Alright, we're going back up, and I think the only thing we have left is to find a way into that stupid first floor at some point. How did I miss this one? Yep. Merp. I will read your question in a second. I'm attacking a derpy thing right now. Okay. Did you find a trick or something to keep your boat from tilting when tied down to a dock? Not really. So the mooring lines have been kind of glitched out for me lately. And what I've been doing is trying to get as close as I can, dropping the anchor, and then if I want to get closer, I'll keep the anchor down, use the mooring lines to get kind of close-ish to the dock. I'll let up the anchor, and then let the mooring lines pull me closer, and then drop the anchor again, let go of the mooring lines. I know that's a lot. But essentially I kind of just play with it so that the boat is only anchored and not using the mooring line, because the mooring line is either not staying or it is like pulling the boat like super upward tilting or downward tilting or something like that. And oh, I wanted that. So I've just been kind of using it as a way to pull closer to the dock, but then not actually using them. And then whenever I do that, I make sure whichever ones I've messed with for the mooring lines that I absolutely pick it up and then Q reel it in rather than just like dropping it. So if I just tap Q, it drops. If I hold Q, it does the reel in. Reeling it in helps prevent it from kind of glitching and the game thinking it's still attached when it's not. I don't know. They've been weird. I want to put this in here before I save. Okay. With that, I'm gonna save. It is nighttime, so maybe we're not going back in there just yet. Let's run this, which I totally haven't connected to any kind of power at all whatsoever. Okay, so yeah, the power is working from there now, so maybe Teddy was right. Maybe it was just because the boat didn't need it. I don't know. So while we've been sitting here, have we collected some stuff in our net? We have. Let's go. What else do I want to do come nighttime? That's not what I wanted to do. I did want to create a supercharger a little bit. So if I put this here. Oh no! No! Sorry, box. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so... Oh, I hate that so much. I hate that so much. Sometimes 1 meter is just too much cable. No, can I not stick it up there? I can. It's just wonky. Let's keep it this way. That's better. A little bit. It's still wonky, but it's a little better. Not that I can have a door here to close anyway. So then we do this. And that's weird, but okay. And then in theory, we'd be able to pull more power here because it's pulling from 2 nodes. In theory. I don't actually know if that's going to happen, but we'll see. Use the mooring line to pull close to the dock, drop anchor, release the mooring line. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm dropping stuff all over the place. Nyeh, gib. How much do we still have in here? Decent chunk. Okay, noted. Gib. Which is still lighter than all of the trash. Alright, let's do a repair round. What else? We still have the recycler downstairs to check. It should be done recycling its stuff. Or, actually I might have turned that one off. If I remember right. Do want to check the top, because I think my last repair round I might have actually forgotten to come up here. Yeah, I think I did. Remember everybody, ooh, ouch. Remember everybody, the more often you repair your stuff, the more likely you're going to use common materials and not the more rare materials. Whee. Okay. I'll be fine for a minute while I go over here and drop stuff off. And then I want to check the downstairs for a minute. I kind of want to take the shark. Same time I kind of don't. Slurp. Not the intent. I probably should grab more. Was that all that was left, or was just that little bit? Oh, that's funny. Okay. I do want to grab more cable, so I have at least 10 meters on me. Yeah, having this on the deck, stuff kind of just goes everywhere, I think. That's right, I've got this cable. Okay, that's not too bad then. Yeah, 13 is fine. Really? I need those. I did the same thing again. Alright. Okay, so does this go faster? Goes at 210 speed. 210 to 220, which I think is faster than what it was doing before. That's good. Slurp. Alright, save again, and... How close are we to morning? Not quite close enough to justify jumping in. Joe... Let's read a Pico story. Those kind of get long. Toggle mode. You can change the color of the Pico. I never knew this. I'm still gonna keep it green. But I never knew this. You've got to be like right at the, because if you look at the keyboard and if you look at the display, it'll use the terminal. But you've got to look right in between them. Is there anything else on here that lets you change stuff? That's kind of cool. I still wonder about this, like, there's never, you don't actually use the data cable here. I think you just assume that that's what you're doing whenever you use one. I don't know. Alright. Geronimo. Sploosh. I don't think any of my resources ended up in the water. I think we're good. Okay, all I care about for this dive is getting into the stupid first floor of this building. I don't think there's anything else in the surrounding area. That's the goal. 110, 120, 130. Okay, a little more of a bird's eye view. Let's see if there's something we're missing over here. Okay, that's a window. There is an underground something. Okay, so somehow we do get in there from underneath. Where? But we went all the way around the area, didn't we? We didn't see any underground thing, unless it's like way out here. Right? I didn't anyway. Did any of you notice a ladder and not tell me? We're too far out. Really? It is daytime, right? That's so weird. I wonder if it's supposed to do that. Maybe it's like too close to daytime or something. Ah, here we go. I found it. Eh. This also means we need to be really careful because it's going to take longer to get out of here whenever we're ready to leave. Oh, there's air here. Means we might actually have to fight the robot thing. Okay. You're going in, Lazarus? Very nice. Do it, do the thing. These are busted. Sweet. There's like 4 of them too. Damn. It would have sucked if I had to fight those. Okay, let's grab some health. Very nice. It is nice when there's like these random heal stations occasionally. Alright, so we've got a little bit of battery pack left. We've got our medium batteries. We got 13 we can munch on. What number were we on, Jess? We were on 15. Broken Roller Boy. That's what they're called. Roller Boys. That's funny. Okay, so this dude's number 16. Where was the other one? And then number 17. Number 18. I thought I saw another one. Maybe not. There we go. Number 19? Number 19. We're one shy of 20. There were 19 robots in this location. My gosh. Plus 4 broken roller boys. Or sorry, 3 roller boys, 1 laser bob. Who gives Ultratech scrap. 1. Well, now that we know their official name, we can curse them out appropriately anytime we see another one. Any tips for Lazarus? Are you like just trying to get in the building now, or are you like you already found your way into the building and now you're kind of just wondering what to do? Because what I did was I ended up on the roof first, so I ended up like fixing all of the native power, and then let's see, I fixed the native power on the roof. I scrapped just about everything on the roof. Then I went down through the building and kind of just scrapped everything and then fixed the pods and stuff. You're going in for the first time. Okay. So there are machines there that you're going to need to fix at some point to get the story moving along. There is technically enough stuff in and around the building that if you scrap everything, you can fix everything in that building. I know because that was my challenge for myself. So if you feel like you're missing silicone, titanium, whatever else it is, if you look around the building, you can find more. You can also go away, find it somewhere else, or find or grab stuff that you've already found from other places and fix it that way. Up to you. You don't have to fix everything. If you fix like one pod, you're fine. All that kind of stuff. Definitely get familiar with your flashlight if you're playing around in the water. Because the lights in the building don't really illuminate everything very well, but you can kind of figure it out. The building is not as confusing as it appears if you kind of take a moment and like make connections in your head of, okay, this is this area and it connects through to here to this area and it connects through to here to this area. There is a lot in that building. But there's basically, on the inside at least, there's basically like 4 main sections, really 3 main sections, that if you kind of, once you see it, that'll make more sense. But if you kind of like try and keep it straight in your head, it'll be easier for you. I don't know how much that helped. Hopefully it did. Oh, this is gonna suck. Gotta go through this entire tube with both of these. And not be able to see in front of me. I'm just glad this thing fits upright. Jess's recommendation is to start from the roof.
Find your way to the roof, fix the shit up there first, and then work your way down. Also, I have extra. Extra material.
Okay. I do recommend, from what I've seen of other streamers, I do recommend that you at least get, and this will make more sense when you see it, but I recommend you get at least 1 pod functioning before you go find more stuff in the quest, before you continue the story. Because I've seen people kind of go, oh, this is cool, we'll do this later, and then when they're working on the rest of the quest, it's kind of like, you kind of shafted yourself not doing that sooner. So, that is one of my recommendations.
You have to get all 4 up, and if you want.
Oh, I made sure that place was absolutely fully functional before I left.
The only thing I didn't fully it working, I fixed them, was the water pump. Oh. I didn't know how to connect all of the. I wasn't level enough to have the water
The blueprint for it?
Yeah, I didn't have the blueprints for all the stuff. That's the only thing I didn't get connected.
Okay. I fixed all the water pumps. I put in new water purifiers. Why can I not move?
That's what I
Upward.
didn't have yet was the purifiers. I fixed the pumps, but I didn't do anything with them. Like, I fixed everything that was down there,
That's acting weird. Okay.
but I didn't do anything with that.
Yeah, I added 2 more purifiers, fixed all the pumps, so there's like plenty of water. And honestly, after seeing the food processor, it
Makes sense.
uses so much water. Yay, I have 2 more glowy things for my collection. Let's go.
She went to bed.
Maybe. What time is it?
Oh, 11.
Yeah. I do think it's funny that she does that.
You're going to bed.
Our dog will kind of get testy with us. 6 batteries. I have 6 batteries. Will kind of get testy with us. And for anyone at all playing this game, I definitely recommend keeping your engine modules as upgraded as possible, especially the electric ones, and that will keep you moving faster without spending like as much fuel and stuff and whatever. I wanted to see what this looks like from regular. It goes up 200-ish. That was the same thing as when I did this one, wasn't it? Okay, so I don't think that actually improves anything. Man. Okay. I was hoping it would go faster if I like combined 2 nodes, but I guess not. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. But yeah, she gets kind of testy whenever we stay up late or something, and she's like, it's bedtime. Like, why are you 2 heathens still on computers doing derpy things when we could be sleeping right now? Like, 'cause it's fun. Do you charge faster from a battery? Oh, it's an ad break. And we reach our heads up high. I am going to stretch my arms out. Oh, I haven't stretched my wrists yet today. Let's do that. So if you put your arm out in front of you and you lift your hand up to point it towards the sky, take your other hand and pull your hand towards you. Not hard or anything, just until you feel a stretch in your wrists. Hold that for a little bit. Ease up, and then that arm you have extended, tilt your hand down to point towards the floor. Pull with your other arm. And stretch your wrist that way. And we're going to do the same on the opposite hand. And stretch. And down and stretch. You can also just slowly rotate your wrists. One direction, then the other direction. And loosen them up a little bit. Stretch your fingers out as far as you can. And then kind of like let go of them, stretch them out, let go of them, stretch them out. And then just like, I don't know, finger grippies? I don't know how to describe what I'm doing right now. But just to get your hands moving, get blood moving through them, get the dexterity and the agility. Not agility, the dexterity kind of working. Shrug your shoulders. Press your shoulder blades together as best you can. No, that's not actually possible. It's just to describe the stretch. Squish them forward. Try and put the fronts of your shoulders together. You should kind of feel the stretch in your back. You stretch out your neck. Head side to side, backward and forward, up and down. Tilt left to right. And then reach for a drink. Take a good sip of water. Soda. Whatever you have. Just stay hydrated. Coffee, tea. This is another one I just learned, is if you hum in a almost like as deep of a tone as you can, it stimulates the vagus nerve, which is really good at kind of like grounding you emotionally. So, and it's really good exercise for your voice too. Like, I've been talking a lot and doing vagus nerve humming, just like those deep hums, helps kind of stretch my vocal cords and keep it from like getting raw and scratchy. So that's nice. So sorry for not warning you about the ad, but we just had a lovely little stretch. That's all. Health. Healthify me, Captain. And save. And I'm gonna put this back up on the wall. Maybe I'll put it back up on the wall if it's not too much of a pain to line it up. There. Close enough. Is it perfect? No. Is it ideal? Probably not, but it's close enough. I think that's all I care. I'm not gonna go grab it right now, but someone remind me of those resources right there where my cursor is in a minute if I don't grab them, please. I'm really hoping they're not silicone and it's just glass, because if I do forget about them, I don't care about glass. But if it's silicone or silicone? It keeps bothering. I'm gonna look it up here in a second. Hang on. I'm gonna look it up. Reach for me now. Reach. Do I have any scraps? I don't. Just got loads of resources to put away. Fabric. Glass. Glass still isn't full. It's getting close though. Do I have... I still have iron and copper left. No. Okay. That means we can take these and fill a box. Okay, and then we'll put these back. I might need to... yeah, work out this box a little bit. But we'll get there in a second. Oh, this one needs help. We'll do that later. I don't really want to do that right now. I do a lot of like my super organizing off stream just because it ends up being a lot. But I'm also kind of trying not to be so super organizy right now and focus more on actually playing the game a bit. So there is that. Whee! I mean, I know diesel, or oil, but I could also just throw a ton of this stuff in there. Did I? Oh, because it's not applicable. That makes sense. And it's still there. I think it is glass. Yeah, that's glass. Cool. Cool, dude. Alright, and then I think we're good to go to the next location. If I'm not mistaken. I think we've grabbed everything. Let's... Diesel's not too far off. Alright. Let's go here. That's another hab. That should be fairly quick. Okay, so I do want to... Yeah, we've we've visited everything we've unlocked so far. There's also a seed reserve here that we don't have access to. But beyond that, we've pretty much tried what we could. Also, we don't have access to this seed reserve yet. We do have Prometheus though. So we're gonna go here, gas station, grab seed, and then that will be our first seed. We'll come back. And then that way I don't have to like grab seed over here and then come back to grab these two. That's the plan and the method and the reasoning. Although, do I have that big building in the middle? I don't know if that's on the map. Hang on. Is that the seed reserve? I think that's the seed reserve. It's above water. Interesting. I did not expect that, to be honest. I did not expect the seed reserve to be above water. I was fully expecting that to be an underwater exploration. Huh. I wonder if that means we could explore it and then not grab the seeds and then just come back and pick up the seeds real quick. But I think I want to wait and do all of that at the end anyways. And just do all of it and then go back. I think it's how I want to do it. Yeah, that's totally the seed reserve. Huh. Okay. I don't care, Mr. Shark. You're gonna crash my game if I kill you and harvest you. Technically, if I kill him, he's not gonna crash my game, but if I try and dismantle him, he might. So. As much as I like getting titanium from sharks, I am hesitant to do so on stream because anytime that crashes, I have to do a full computer restart for it to work again. And I don't like that. So, we're not going to do it. Oh, I didn't turn on the reactor. Reactor, turn on. Hang on. Wait. Hang on, can this do it without... It can. Not. Okay. Noted. It does still need the water. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Get that methane gas a-cooking. I'll get that methane gas a-cooking. I don't care enough. One little pod vault in the ocean is not worth stopping for right now. We're actually not using fuel as quickly as I expected to. Oh, because we have the converter going. That's why. So we're replacing it right now. That's right. That's right. We don't have mines over here. Woohoo! Habitat node 05X. Calling habitat node 05X. Please come in. I want to dock in the middle of it. This might be a bad idea. We're gonna get swarmed with slimes. Or hit stuff. But it's okay. I'm sure it's fine. What could possibly go wrong other than us not fitting? Yeah, we don't fit there. We would have fit here, I think. You know what? It's fine. We haven't docked properly at a location in a hot minute. I'm sure it's fine. I want to go for that, but Shark is also right there. We're gonna save like you do. No. I am so lucky that did not fry some cables. I'm not going after the shark. I am not going after the shark. I am not going after the shark. Do I only have the boat as a method of getting over there? That's gonna suck if that's true. Give me a ladder. Please. Please give me a ladder somewhere. Okay, maybe I do have to dock right there. Hang on. Is that accurate? No, there is a ladder. Okay. I was like, I have yet to find a place that does not have at least one ladder. No, I think I have. I think there is one or two places that haven't had a ladder, and I've had to get up via the boat. Smack. Why is my crowbar not working? Smack. Just to answer your question, yes. If the battery charges faster, then we will probably throw one on the dock or on the deck to use for faster charging. Slash emergency power? Maybe? I don't know. Like if we just keep it disconnected most of the time. Or I guess we could use it as a like quickly disconnected battery so that we can always keep 6 kilowatt hours ish available, like if we're running the food processor or something, it doesn't burn through it. Maybe, I don't know. I really shouldn't be collecting scrap right now. I should be clearing the area. Or it just doesn't matter. I don't know. For a second there, it felt like my pistol was not working and I was about to be concerned. Concerned is a good word, right? I do want to grab these though, because the traffic poles are so easy to just yeet into the water accidentally. I guess technically the fenders are too. I don't want to lose them. That's valuable, delicious loot. Alright, let's go up the ladder. See what's up here. There's at least one slime. I know that. But guess what? That slime is also dead? Not dead? Dead. Slime is also dead and dropped its valuableness further away. Well, they weren't supposed to fall into the sea, but I suppose that's okay too. I'm sure they'll be still waiting down there after I come back. Smash, smash, smash. If I kill the shark from on quote-unquote land, is it more likely to not basketball break the game? These are the important questions. Okay, that one's dead. I have to. This is so close. How am I gonna? Am I gonna not drop it, honestly? Excuse you. Perish in a fiery blaze of light. Or smack, whichever. Do you ever make sense? Why can't I jump with the freaking basket? I knew that was gonna happen. I freaking knew that was gonna happen. Where'd it go? Yeah, I get it. You're out for blood. I have more important things to worry about than you right now. Basketball. Thank you. Secrets? Secrets? Secrets. Maybe. Maybe it's a go underneath type of secret. It is. It totally isn't a go underneath type of secret. Bum ba da ba dum bum ba da da dum. Alright, what's we got in here? Loot! We got lots of loot. And bio-organic stuff coming towards us, I guess. Bum ba da bum. Ba da ba da bum. Was that it? That was the only thing to shred in here? Okay. Loot from the outside, I guess. Anything want to kill me? No? Cool. Where's the boat? There's the boat. Nice, glowy boat. Are there secrets on that side? I don't think so. I don't see any anyway. Oh, there's secrets over there. Secrets. Secrets. Come on, work with me here. Looks like there's an enemy? Not an enemy? Not an enemy. Okay. There's a lot of loot. Grab all the loot. Two things to dismantle here. Olena's promise. Yes, well, Olena, we'll read about your promise later. And splash. Dark. And boat. Boat. Nope. Can I not get through? There we go. Alright, I think that's all the secrets we're gonna have underwater. Which is fine. We found two. Alley-oop. Boing. Dun da 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 dun da 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 dun da da dun dun da da. Battery? Did that just say I have the stuff for a battery? Really? Damn, okay. Actually, that fits quite nicely there. I like that. Thank you for suggesting that, Jess. I appreciate it. Yoink. To the inside! Oh, I can turn this off. We don't need that. Is this just... Oh, that was diesel. What? Okay. Battery pots, please. That did not work. Okay. I want to see if... Yeah! Launch me over here. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. FBI, open up. Nothing interesting. Got it. We're just gonna close this back for a second. Hang on, what? This has... What? This has a door that opens, but it's closed on the inside. Okay. I'm not gonna question that right now. I mean, I'm totally questioning it, but I'm not gonna be all too concerned about it. Let's put it that way. Match. I do think it's interesting that most of the time areas have like their own sort of enemy profiles, which is kind of cool. I like it. Like, it's not just, oh, every area has like some of the flying ones, some of the green ones, some of the whatever ones. It's kind of like, no, this place for the most part has this type, and this place for the most part has that type, and whatever. It's kind of cool. Ooh, I almost knocked that into the water. I gotta be careful up here. This one is gonna be a pain. I pretty much need to blastify that one from range, I think. Oh, there's a dude sitting up there. Cause I can hit stuff through the walls. I can hit stuff through the walls. Probably shouldn't be able to, but I can, so I'm gonna to hit stuff through the walls. Can we not jump at me in the air, please? It seems very rude. A very rude thing to do. Yoink. Freeze. Oh, that's dangerous. And planned, I'm sure. I'm trying so hard to kill these guys with light, and the pink ones are just like, yes, you summoned me. Ooh, that's not good. Do not hit the petrol. That is definitely one of the reasons why I like the crowbar better, is because, usually, not always, usually, it's harder to accidentally hit canisters with a crowbar. Whereas with, like fire or electric, it's real easy just to ignite everything. You know, like you do. Okay, how do I get over here? We jump. Is the answer to every problem, sir. We jump. Aha. I'll save you, buddy. Never mind, I can't reach you from here, apparently. Yep, that's not gonna happen. We're gonna have to drop you in the water and scrap you for parts. That's just how it's gonna have to be. I'm not the one that makes the rules here. What? Do I have full reigning authority on what gets to happen? Yes, I do. But I'm gonna stand by what I said. I'm not the one that makes the rules. I'm just the one that enforces the rules that I made earlier. Before I was here. Before telling you what rules I do and don't make. It's all very technical. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's nothing you need to worry about. All the slimes. If you don't mind, like, not being next to that canister, please. Thank you. What's up, dude? You reading some sheet music over here? That's cool. You wanna go home? You wanna come with me? You can come with me, but you gotta do it as parts. Meow. More ammo that I will never be able to use. Yay. Meanwhile, we will shred these later. We got some stuff to murderify. Alright, I think that... I haven't gotten into these canisters yet, have I? So I can't say that's everything yet. Freeze! Open up! Oh, okay.
Hello, friend.
Hello, welcome, thank you for the follow. Welcome to whatever this chaos is, and I hope you enjoy your stay. What is... Oh, plastic scraps. Okay. Yeah. If you have been playing this game as well, feel free to let me know where you're at, what you're doing, and how you're enjoying it. But no pressure to talk or anything. You're welcome to come just lurk and enjoy the vibes of me pretending I know what I'm doing. Excuse me, this is a kid show? It's not. It's totally not. We're like TV 17 here. But I'm gonna have to insist that you put that away. Yoink. Wait. Oh, because if I were to dismantle it, I wouldn't get all the parts. That's right. That's right. I could do that. I could start dismantling batteries instead of picking them up. Because I really don't use them. Not really for much or anything. So... I could... There was something recently where I needed a lot of power. What was it? And that's where like the small batteries would probably have helped. Actually, I can use the small batteries to charge if I go to a location and I'm trying to place a new medium battery, rather than waiting for that medium battery to charge up from like a solar panel or something, I could use all the small batteries that I'm just hoarding on my ship to charge those medium batteries instead. That is not a bad idea. I don't know if it's the best idea, but it's not a bad idea. We could certainly do worse. But I'd rather this chair instead of the wheelie one. Maybe. Dun dun dun. Look at that air. It said boing. Alright. It would be really cool is if there was like a vertical scrapper. Or recycler. So the recycler that currently exists, like that one there on my ship, you can only put stuff into it from the side. It'd be really cool if there was a recycler that was like a square shape that you could throw stuff into from the top and it scrap that way. That way when you're on rigs like this, you could try throwing it down and making it into the recycler. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. I want a formal request into the devs for this, please. Not that I know how to do that, but I might figure out a way just for this. It's that important of an idea. Oh, I'm still on the lookout for one of these tables that's black on the top but blue framing. So if I come across one of those and I'm about to scrap it, stop me. Cause if I'm about to scrap it, I'm not paying attention. Yoink. I want to go down this ladder and see, because it looked like there was a platform down there. And whoa. I can dismantle through the ceiling? That's not supposed to happen. I don't think that's supposed to be allowed. Meow. Meow. We are overburdened, by the way, so we'll keep that in mind. Moving a little bit slower than normal, not terribly so yet. Your effort fuels humanity's last hope. So here's a philosophical question I have. And that is the value between the value to an individual of that person's, let's say, contribution to the continued existence of their race, technically of their species. They call it the human race, but it's really the human species. Versus the pursuit of their, well, just in general, their own pursuits in life, whatever it is that interests them that they want to pursue. Can I pull this off while I can? Excellent. What is the difference in value there between the two for a person? And is that a matter of morality or ethics? Or is that each person is entitled to whichever pursuit they would rather, regardless of the implications for the greater whole? Because free will. Okay. Back to the ship. Whee! Sploosh. Whoa, that did not work. Because it's kind of like... So say you're in the end times, right? And you've got someone that is... Don't hit the... Okay. I was about to say, please don't hit the... Ooh, this fits nicely right here, actually. The guitar. This finished. Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum bum bum. Yoink. Slurp. So like say you're in the end times. You've got this random genius dude or dudette or person that could I don't know, assist in the development and design of rockets or something that humanity could use to further the likelihood of the human race surviving, right? That's gonna land on the boat if I break that from here. That's fine, we'll still do it. And the person decides, you know what, I'm gonna go live in the hills with my family, and we're gonna enjoy life as best we can, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna work towards humanity, I'm not gonna work towards whatever. Is there an ethical dilemma there, or is that person's right based on the fact that they have free will to kind of do what they want to? Morality is nothing more than preference. Individual morality comes down to individual preference, and the society one is formed from some social preference that society agreed upon. I agree. And I think that's kind of the... Does society deem it worth utilizing force to enforce compliance versus various other things? Did none of those make it onto the ship? Heh. Excellent. Oh, did it pop the... No, it's still there. Can we pop the thing, please? No, still not popped. There we go. Why does it do that? Why does it take so long to do that? And because of that, every lunatic is right in his own mind. Yes. And in a way, they're not necessarily wrong, but it kind of depends on the world as the world currently is to determine whether that right or wrongness is to be acted upon. Not to be acted upon, but that action need happen in regards to. That felt very weird trying to say. Where is this? Whoa, okay, I get it. It's a short cable, I get it. Do you have to lift me up like that? There's supposed to be 2 meters on this freaking cable. I guess there's not. There's totally supposed to be 2 meters on that cable. I don't know what happened to it. It's easier in our minds to take care of other than... Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna save again, just because I don't remember if I did after I healed. Are we done up there? Wrong button. Come on, dude. Come down here. Sploosh. Belly flop. Dismantlify yourself. I couldn't even see him, and it let me dismantle the whole thing. Why can't it let me do that with sharks? Cool. Metal plate. Metal junk. Excuse me, sir, that's stock. That's metal stock. That's round stock. This I don't know, that's junk. Metal circle cutout piece. Boing. Alright, what do we got over here? Metal plate. That's a metal. Duffel bag! Fabric is a little more scarce than I expected it to be. And at the same time, it kind of makes sense. Especially when you figure probably not that much toward the end of the world that utilizes fabric. Be a good child, be good, do better. And then grow up to find out that that's not actually how you win in the world. And by doing so, you kind of shaft yourself. Which I find interesting is that some of the nicest people I've ever met pretty much are in the worst conditions. And some of the biggest assholes I've ever met are the ones that are the most quote-unquote successful, at least like financially and career-wise. I was kind of like, you know, I wouldn't mind a swap of those two. And that's not a rule, that's definitely, like, there are exceptions to that, for sure. But I just find it interesting. OS is already fucked? OS. Other self? Other... Wait, what? Even if the human condition is conditioning us to be selfish, our education training is conditioning us to want to be altruistic. Yeah. That seems to be consistent with what I have found, unfortunately, so far. Yeah, if you mean like your personal operating system, then 100%. Like the disconnect between, and one of the things I think is funny is a lot of the television programming of my generation for sure, but I know of a couple others also, is kind of like very, very much teaching a different code than and lifestyle than what is actually functional out in the world. And then it's kind of like, are you guys being upset that so many people are protesting essentially a different set of values than what they grew up being taught their entire lives from the people who are showing them these set of values that aren't in line? Difference between men and women's at work. Men's are conflictual, women's are not as much. Because of that, a conflictual person will push towards a raise and demand that. Ooh, that's interesting. I had not considered that before. That does make sense though. I don't necessarily know, mostly because I've not been in many fields that have both men and women, or that have the opportunity for a raise. I've not been in many fields to kind of see the difference there, but that is an interesting thought of a role that is more inherently toward conflict or toward kind of aggressive personalities or something like that. I have definitely experienced and witnessed a lot of the you gotta play the game, and the game is a lot of you know, who are you spending your time talking to? What sort of stuff are you doing? Is it the right kind of stuff? Are you making life easier for your boss? Or are you doing the quote-unquote right thing for the company? And it, like, there's always a disconnect there. What's up?
If a woman is assertive and demands a raise and equal pay, she is considered a bitch. She is considered aggressive and all the negative things. And if a man is assertive and demands equal and demands a raise, he is considered a go-getter.
Yeah, there's that too.
Big difference. The reason women do not push and are not pushy is because if we are pushy, we are demonized.
This table doesn't exist. I can't run into it, I can't lift it, I can't shred it.
That's beautiful.
I do feel like I should be writing more reports on this stuff that I find that's not shreddable, that's not pick-upable, and stuff like that for the devs.
They have report thingies.
But I'm so bad at, like, oh, here, let me pause and actually go do the reports. I kind of just want to be like, hey, devs, just watch my stuff. You'll find every item that's not shreddable. Nice person will think, like, don't want to stir the problem, and a conflictual person will say, fuck, this isn't mine. So the issue with the being seen as a bitch is normally the is it worth the amount of difficulty and heartache and abuse, honestly, to put up with people, especially a boss, who doesn't like you, versus kind of just keeping your head down. And that's, I think, one of the considerations a lot of women have to deal with is, like, can they be assertive and demand a raise? Yes. Will Joe Schmo manager person think of them as a bitch? Maybe. If person thinks of them as a bitch, are they likely to have a really hard time at work, be pushed with a ton of meaningless stuff, or all the stupid jobs, or get the side eye, or all that kind of stuff? Is that worth dealing with? Are they capable of dealing with it? Probably. Is that worth dealing with compared to keeping your head down? Your superiors are running from you? Yes, you're doing it right. No, I don't know. Think of me as a man instead of a loser. So I definitely learned too late, especially for my current job, the art of not volunteering information. Because I was very much this needs to be addressed, this needs to be solved, this needs this process is going to be obsolete in 3 months, we need to work out a solution for it now. And then they're kind of like, why are you making a problem out of this when it's not a problem? And it's like, because it will be, and if we're prepared for it, then it won't cause interruption of service. And what I learned instead is, no, what's actually valued in the workplace, at least for mine currently, is don't cause any waves, don't cause any trouble. Don't solve any solutions that aren't currently problems, or don't solve any problems that are not an emergency. And it's so ridiculous and it's so bad, but that's what I've learned is how to be quote-unquote successful in this position. So yeah. Whee! Sploosh. And unfortunately, the value of not being seen as the go-to person was entirely lost on me until I was the go-to person, and now it's like there's no one doing that. That is not an option. To kind of just be like, hey, I know you guys know I know how to do everything and I'm really good at stuff. Can you just stop asking me for help? Better to be seen than to be reliable, and unfortunately that's the game. Yeah. It was nice at, okay, so here's the fence to, no, because that's the same speed. It's the same speed pulling from the battery than from the boat, but it does give me 2 connections instead. So here's the tightrope to walk on, is when you first get to a job, or to a position, or with a new manager or anything else like that, you want to be seen as someone that they don't need to micromanage. You want to be someone that is reliable enough that they can kind of just leave you to your stuff. They know the work will get done. They don't have to babysit you, that sort of thing. Because then you don't have as much oversight. But you don't want to be so reliable that they come to you for everything. So at that point, the game is, you want to kind of always be busy and or have a purpose. But whenever someone asks for assistance, or if it looks like someone's struggling with something, and sure, you have the answer, you know how to help them with that Excel problem, or you know how to open a PDF, or whatever it is, you don't offer assistance, you don't offer help. You, oh, you know, I'm not sure. Maybe if you look up something, you can kind of sort it out. Or actually, I'm kind of busy with this thing at the moment. I'm not available at the, you know, whatever. Like in the military, walk with a purpose. Yeah. What is it like if you have an empty clipboard, but you walk around as though you have somewhere really important to be? People will leave you alone. It's that sort of idea. So you could be, you know, kind of just. You show up to work, you are there for an hour, and then you fuck off. Your boss is more than likely going to kind of just assume that whatever it is you're doing is important or is somehow work-related or whatever, and you're just off being productive somewhere. But as soon as you start volunteering help, and as soon as you start being useful to people, and keep hands out of the pockets... I've heard that's not a thing anymore. Like, can't military put their hands in their pockets now? Like, isn't that acceptable? But yeah, if, like, as soon as you start being helpful and being useful to other people, then it's, oh, help me with this, oh, help me with that, hey, this person, and they tell other people too, you know, this person's really good at that, you know, you can ask them or whatever. You want to kind of be the respected, busy, there's got to be a good word for it. Ooh. Like the knowledgeable but too busy to be helpful person, almost. If that makes sense. I think we're done here, actually. There might be a couple things left on this platform, because I don't think I went through all of it yet. I think we went through most of it, though, yeah? I think we're ready to move on. Let's go. Geronimo! There might be a scrap left on the other platform. I think I just saw one. Do I check? It's just a leftover scrap. It's not actually something to be scrapped. And I think there's an important distinction there. So I think we can leave a little bit of scrap. I'm so horrible. I'm like betraying my my scrap master ways. I don't know. I may come back off stream and just like do another full look through on some places, but I think we're good for here. We found that ledge, we found the underwater for both sides. I think we're solid. The only thing I haven't like fully checked is that half, but I don't think I saw anything there, so I think we'll be okay. Plus there's not a reliable way to get there. So we're good. Isn't good? Yeah? Yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna turn this on before we leave this time. Like you do. Okay. These kinds of things are a fascination. I enjoy it, honestly. I do. What do you mean hijack the stream? There's no such thing right now. There's conversation, and then there's non-conversation, me just being derpy. Like, it's not a hijack if it's just good conversation. Why are you going for it? Why? Every single time. Every time. Boat, come on. I said reverse. That means go backwards. Obviously. Obviously that means go backwards. Okay, now go forwards. Oh, it's right there. I want to grab it. No. I'm not worried about it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Some of these habs, though, I'm like, okay, who designed this and why? Like, there are such better... Like, were we just short of engineers in the last day? I could 100% believe this. Were we just short of engineers who knew how to build things that made sense in the last days? And it's kind of like, alright, we need a habitation. Give us 3 pillars of different heights, and we'll just put enough for, like, 6 people to live there on all of that. What? No, that doesn't make any sense. Alright, do it. What? Okay, fortunately, we are going to a fuel place. But hopefully, I don't have to break out the distiller? What is it called? I forget. That's not it. The distillation tower. Hopefully we don't have to break out the distillation tower and convert our oil just yet, and we can just refill here. You sound like your president, I don't like it. Hey. Hey. I'm not sure I appreciate the implication that the person is in any way, shape, or form mine. We're gonna slide right by that one. I misunderstood. What did I misunderstand? Where am I gonna dock for this thing? Refuel outpost Theta. Ooh, can I dock like underneath? That'd be kind of cool. Is that a thing? Oh, to the side. We're docking to the side, everybody. It's not as cool as docking underneath, but it'll make more sense probably. Turn. We're not turning fast enough. Collision imminent. Boom. The whole thing just blows up. That'd be funny. Not really. Okay, let's go forward a little bit and turn. Oh, it's still turning based on backwards. He said I don't need it, like he said I don't like it. Wait, what? Oh, I said I don't need it, like he said I don't like it. Got it. Got it. Can we make this? Actually, hang on. Where is... I kind of want to dock on this side. 'Cause it'll make it easier to get to our next location. Let's do that. Let's... Wait, hang on, not that much. Dun da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun da da dun dun da da da. Go this way, and then full back. Still turn a little bit more. Nope, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Go this way. Go this way. Go this way. And we're good. We're good. Little less. Little less. Yeah. We just burned through so much diesel doing that. It totally wasn't worth it, but that's okay. Whee! Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Yeah. Okay. Did we not put the anchor down? I could have sworn we did. We did not put the anchor down. Guys, help. Guys, help. I didn't anchor the boat. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an ad in 2 minutes. Remember, when we take ads, we just spend 3 minutes stretching, so it's not as though you're going to miss anything important. But we do recommend that you stretch along with us, or at least go for a snack, something to drink, keep yourselves hydrated, and take care of yourselves. This is your captain speaking, wishing you a good day and the best of luck in your lives. Let's save first, before we do anything reckless. And then yeet. Oh, speaking of reckless. Fire! Is this a petrol station? Yes. Am I using fire to get rid of these things? Also yes. Is it wise? Probably not. I'ma do it anyway. Can I reach that from here with this? Well, they don't seem to mind. Oh. This is... okay, hang on. I don't want to start this fight right before an ad starts. So we're going to stay on the pause menu, because I know if I try and run back to the ship, the roly-poly is just going to get on the ship, and that's going to cause more issues. So, those of us not in ad break hell yet, you get to stretch with us, and we're going to have a slightly longer stretch. So we're going to reach up to the sky. Oh! I always feel so much better after even just that. Oh my gosh. This was fun, but sadly have to go. That's okay. I understand. Feel free to come by anytime. I'm glad you got to have some lovely conversation with us. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, or a good night, or whatever you have. See you later if fate so be, and enjoy your life if not. Goodbye. Oh, and we stretch to the left. Ow. And then we stretch to the right. I think these are called sunshines. Sunshine, sunshine. Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low. Yes, the dogs dictate the schedule, 100%. I will. I don't know if I'll take care of it, but I'll definitely have fun.
Hello,
Ooh.
friend.
And thank you for the follow, I appreciate you so much. Ooh, stretchies. Reach for the toes. If you can't reach the toes, that's fine. Reach as far as you can. You can reach the toes and it feels too easy for you. Reach for the ground. The ground feels too easy for you. Put your hands underneath your toes, as long as you keep your legs straight. Some of that's not possible, or that's not possible for some people. For the people it is possible for, go for it. What'd you did? I will be back in a moment. Jessie worked her game by killing stuff. And in the last 10 minutes of the ad break, I recommend taking a drink and hydrating yourself. Welcome back, everybody, from Ad Break Hell. This is where we attempt to kill a roly-poly, and this will be interesting. Especially because there is fuel here that we need to be wary of. I'm assuming. I mean, it's a refuel station, right? There should be fuel here. How are you not dead yet? There we go. I need to recharge my gun. Boing. This is also one of the reasons why I don't get too close to the docks anymore, I think. If I can avoid it. Is because it helps prevent enemies from getting onto my ship. Because I have seen those roly-polies go onto a ship and then not leave and cause issues. Are these grenades? Oh, these are bowling balls. That means there's a... Yeah, hang on. What are you? Plastic straps? I hear another one. Really, dude? Can you hit me through that? You cannot. Sweet. Then I don't care about you right now. Is there another bowling ball, or was that the only two? Alright. Let me drop one of these. And we're gonna bowl. Yeet. Oh, come on. Alright. Second ball. Yeet. I couldn't even get a spare. Come on. Will he fall through that? I don't know. Let's at least get rid of little flying things. No? Yes, maybe. Did get rid of it. Sweet. And then we will zap these guys. There was another flying group that I saw somewhere. I thought, maybe? Maybe not? Are they way up there? I don't know. Alright, cool. So... can I get an angle? Oh, that might have been where I was thinking. These guys. Ooh, grab these guys first. I can get an angle on this sucker. Did that actually hit him? I don't know. I'm gonna shoot these guys too. I love that so much. You can just clear an entire swarm of them with the rifle. It's great. Oh, it does look like he has some damage. Yeah, we are getting through to him just a little bit. Let me charge this up a little bit more and we get some more power. There we go. Stucca. Is it cheap? I don't know. I don't really care. He's dead and that's all that matters. We're charging up a rifle, a rifle, a rifle. We're charging up a rifle so we can shoot some more stuff. Lerp. Save and explore. Now that it's nighttime. Is there? There is. Manual door for this place. We could have been healing and saving here the whole time. Alright, let's pretend that's going to be useful at some point. And then... Oh, we don't actually have to repair this. Sweet. For once. Batteries. I'm thinking up top on this section of the roof is probably being a good... Wow. Words. Probably going to be a good spot for a solar panel that we can use to do stuff here. I am going to want a battery. Can we not eat yourselves at my face, please? I don't appreciate. Oh, this thing is like absolutely taken over by tentacles. Well, you know what they say, a tentacle a day keeps the... Wait, hang on. Maybe we don't finish that sentence. Did they just decide to spawn without notifying me? Excuse me, sir, I need that in contract next time. Where are you? I think I got it. Okay. Any other blobs wish to align themselves with my light? No? Okay, cool. Jerks. Alley-oop. What now, suckers? I got fire. Mwahaha. And a crowbar. Don't forget the crowbar. That's gonna be a pain. Do I need that building right now? But I care about his sunlight. And I think... Actually, let's wait to see where... Wow. Let's wait for the sun to come up and see where its path is gonna be. Don't know if this is an intelligent use of this power. Or if I should be saving it for other things right now. You jerk. I don't like that you can't stop a charge on the electric rifle. Like, what am I gonna do with this now? Just hold it until I need to use it on something? Hey, look, it's a flashlight. You know what I mean? Like there's not really a use for this charge that I was gonna send at a shark who is no longer visible. So we're just gonna do that instead. And deal with the consequences. Namely, all of these little buggers. Who have a really weird flight pattern. Well, alright then. Oh, now he decides to come back. I did 3. I did 3. See, I don't think they're supposed to be behaving that way in the water necessarily. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Sunlight? Where are you, sunlight? Ooh. There are still some of these alive. That's unfortunate. What's the best way to deal with that? Do I actually have... What? Do I actually have enough fuel slash power slash whatever to take this out right now? That's a good question. Ooh, look, stuff. I like stuff. That's a lot of death. That's a lot of death. Can I actually reach that thing with this? There we go. I'll take it. Come on. There we go. That was a little obnoxious, but we survived. We killed the thing, and that's all that matters. A little bit of death and dismemberment never harmed nobody, huh? Can I not go down this ladder? Huh. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Okay, if you wiggle, you can get down the ladder. That's odd. What's behind door number 3? Nothing. Lots of nothing. Is everything that's up here? Pretty much. Just a couple little bits of scrap from killing stuff. Alright then. That's clear. Clear! There's stuff all over the ground now. I just want to see the sunlight. Is that too much? Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. Is that too much to ask? It's getting darker, not lighter. Yoink. Yoink all the things. Let's grab the other guy. Down here. I will admit this red is really pretty from the lights. Like super really pretty. Oh, this is how you know it's nighttime. Well, we got more ball sacks to deal with. Cool. Slurp up all the scrap. Oh, and the bowling pins, I guess. No, we are over encumbered. I do kind of want to get like all the trashy scrap stuff that I can grab, though, because there's just so much of it and it's always heavy. Okay, we're not making it to the boat without having to jump. Or without having to get on the ladders. Anyway. There we go. We caught it before the water. No, there are slimes on my ship. Should have known you would have betrayed me. The rest is scrappage. Here. No, not gonna. Okay. Interesting. Huh. I don't know why it wouldn't let me connect that cable to the rifle. I don't know. I do want some more cables, so we're gonna grab those. Blurp. Health, please. Alright. Save. And yoink. So, the goal now is... Where's the sun? I think this will be good. Okay, because if the sun is here, it's either going to go this way, which... If we put something here, this might block it for like the evening, but that's still a good amount of sun for just powering a station. And if it goes this way, we'll be perfectly fine. So, I think I want just a Lumamid here, and that should be sufficient. Although, actually knowing what the path is might be helpful. I think it is more towards the right side. Yeah, I think it's gonna go this way. So, if that's the case, we'll put it here. Yeah. Put it like that. Should work. We'll put the build up for me here. I'm gonna bring the scrapper over because there should be plenty of room to use it, and then we'll just scrap stuff until we have enough to make the mid. Whee! Hang on, there's not anything in here. Oh, there's totally stuff in here. That's not ideal. We've already run into bugs scrapping the scrapper with output. I don't know what happens if you scrap the scrapper with stuff inside it. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I started crafting from the stuff on the boat. Well, oh well. Oh well. Yee. Oh my gosh, why am I so slow? So much scrap. So much scrappage. Okay, let's plop this thing down. I'm just gonna go here because I don't really know where I want to put it. Oh, that's 20 meters? Really? Screw it. Oh no, I'm too far away now to use that. Can I just reach the building from here? Sorry, Scrapper, you're gonna have to be closer. Okay. Let's try it this way this time. Okay. That's not ideal positioning at all, but it should be sufficient. And that's all that matters right now. Especially since I'm going to start it off with all of this stuff. And then we'll just throw other things in as we find them. Okay, we're waiting for alloy frame, which means we're waiting for... Nope, we got it. We're good. Would one panel here be enough, catching just the morning? I don't know. Something tells me it won't be. So... That's a ladder, right? Yeah. Up here. Yeah, I think that's gonna be better, having it here. I also want a battery somewhere, but we'll figure that out a little later. Better to go down the ladder. I feel like it will be better to go down the ladder just because of the... Really? That was unnecessary. The bungee jumping in this game gets me. It's just fantastic. Okay, so I know I will need... Oh, we need more cable just to reach 20. Waiting for materials that you're not going to be close enough to until or if... Can I reach the ladder? There we go. Yeah, I come back down. Okay. Copper. Do I have any plastic in here yet? Not really. Iron, copper. Oh, that was titanium. Iron. We should also... There's plastic. Have a box at some point, probably. So I'm thinking... Let's do... this. Actually, I was gonna put a battery here. So we'll do that here. I need one up there too, which is kind of annoying, but fine. Battery, 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 battery. There. Stuff for a battery. All parts. We will eventually make some of parts of much of that. And then grab this. Sure. Apparently I already had cable on me. Come up here. I'll just make another connector because I don't think it's gonna reach all 20. No, I did it again. I came without the materials. Like right here. Well, that kind of sucks. Yoink. If I do that, is it gonna fall? Totally gonna fall. That's so unfortunate. What if I put it up there instead? I think that'll reach. Excuse me. I pressed the jump key. So if I do this here instead, I think that'll reach between the two. I think that's 20 meters, give or take. No! Stop doing that, please. Slurp. It's so funny watching the cables retract. I should have, hang on, have I got copper, iron, a little bit, and plastic? Give me more iron. That's aluminum. That's titanium. Am I actually having a problem getting iron right now? That's kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, there's iron. Okay. Right. No, we'll come up here and grab this first. All of that just to not have daylight anymore. Whee! Alright, we're still getting a good amount, that's cool. A little further, have some slack. I probably could have gone off the other end. Would look better. Does it matter? No. Are we going to change it anyway? Yes. Because in a way it does actually matter. Matters to me. In a not so mattering kind of way. Yeah, this was always going to have to be at least one connection. This will go into the battery. I want to like make sure it's long enough, but also, yeah, fine. It would be kind of nice if you could like tell it to have more slack, and at the same time, whatever. Sure, we'll save. Why not? Cool, so we have power to the building for maybe the night? Probably not. It's okay. We'll just charge up the battery for now. I do want a box. Boxes are cool. And I want to make the stuff for the box, which I should have set up first. Add all parts to queue. Grab all the stuff. That's what we do. Maybe the crafting will be done by the time we're done picking up everything. Oh my gosh. So much. So much. You are over encumbered. Yes. Yes, I am. By a lot. By almost twice. Actually, it probably is by twice when you count the equipment. Hello. Welcome in. Do you pronounce it Eowyn? 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 Maher? Do you have a preference? Nope. Cool. How do you say it? I'm rubbish at names. Eowyn is a Rohirrim shield maiden. I get that, but I still don't know how to pronounce things. It's the closest I got. I very much did the, well, let's just use some fragment of something that has been in my life as a reference and pretend that's going to get us somewhere. I will need rubber at some point, actually. I don't need all the copper. Cool. What? Actually, I've got a lot of fuel line already. I don't really want to make more. No, I've only got 33. Never mind. I will make more. Build. And then charge. Slurp. Oh, I need to fuel my pistol as well. No? Can I not just connect it to my pistol anymore? Do I have to pull the pistol out to connect it to the pistol? That's weird. It didn't used to be a thing. How far into the story are we? Have we done the thing with the memories? We've been to Lazarus. We are aware of a seed pod. Seed pod? Seed vault. Seed pod. We are aware of a seed vault. Technically, we're aware of a lot of seed vaults, but we are aware of one specifically that we actually have authorization for. Am I not? Was it draining from me? Okay. We are maximum level and spend a lot of time scrapping, but we have not actually created a human yet. And we've mostly explored everything in the starting area, the Lazarus area, and the northern area. That's about where we're at. This is our last stop before we go to the seed vault to pick up human seed. What was I doing with this? Upstairs. Upstairs? I didn't know we had an upstairs. You're one of those people that wander to every platform instead of going straight where the nice story lady tells you to go to. Yeah, that's us. 100% guilty. Not even gonna try and hide it. That is... Yup. This is petrol, right? Yeah. And then this is diesel. Okay. Do we only have one tank of each on this platform? That's unfortunate. Or 2 tanks of each. Wow. Ooh, hi there. These are not the kind of neighbors I actually want in my neighborhood. They just make everything sticky, you know what I mean? There we go. Kill it with fire! On a oil platform? I guess it's not oil platform. On a... You know what? I need sleep. We're gonna postpone the discussion of what kind of platform we're on because I just know it's gonna be wrong no matter what I say. Speaking of killing things with fire. Damn. Just the one? You're running a little light there, dude. Is this an oxygen tank? Be an oxygen tank. It is. Okay, actually we're gonna yoink this because we are so gonna be in trouble if we set fire to it. Can we? Nope, there we go. Okay. Creepy glowy insideness is somewhat clear. Are we clear? I think we're clear. Did we not? Oh no, because we disconnected the power so it could charge the battery. Well. Oh, wahale. Let's reconnect the battery. Reconnect the power. We really did not get much charge out of this. That's okay. It was late in the day, I think. What am I looking for? I want resolution. Da da da. Am I really overburdened again? My gosh. With me. I don't think we need. Yeah. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That barely made it. We were about to have to fish this out of the water. Okay, I'm just throwing everything else in here for right now. I'm not gonna worry about. Oh no, I wanted to keep those for. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. Boing. Ew, clutter. It'll be uncluttered later. It's only cluttered while I'm scrap gremlining. Okay, we resolved this section. Yoink. We have not resolved the inside yet, which I don't think there's really anything to do with this spot other than just... There is lights. There we go. Other than just looting it? Is this basically just for loot? This is just for loot. So, let's loot it. Dun da 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 dun da 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 dun. I didn't realize this was going to be an unboxing video. Can I has? I want a has. Water cable. I didn't realize that was water. But there's a lot of loot in here. Dang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 memories in one location, plus 150 pistol shards. Dang. Which I can't even use. I can't even use the pistol shards. How rude is that? And a camera. Seven memories. I'm gonna bring the recycler over here rather than dismantling, because I think it'll be worth it. That everything. I don't trust them not to have stuff up top now. Okay, I think we're good. You can come in here too, that's fine. And you, I suppose. Gonna borrow you for water. You got 2 angles down. 2 angles? What am I doing? Yes, you can borrow me, but what am I doing? Oh, angels. Okay, gotcha. So what am I doing? Jesse's been out here killing angels, everybody. Don't tell the faith. The faith need not know. Bayonetta? Ooh. That'd be fun. Do I actually have a way onto that roof? Over here should work. Maybe that's the closure I was missing. Slash over there? How have I not gone over there yet? Yoink. Anything up here? Anything at all? There is. I knew it. I knew it, didn't I say so? How am I 10 down on health? Did I not heal after last time? Okay. So I bring the shredder over here for all of that stuff. That's cool. I'll pull things out of here in a minute. I'm just gonna toss these down. Does that work? Oh, that totally works. Okay. And then we'll shred those down there. I really just wanted to play with the physics. We're done with everything up here. Is that from the exo light? It's kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's okay, whatever, but I don't know how I feel about it. Hey, Boobers. This stuff we'll just go to town on. I don't think it's worth bringing the shredder or the recycler over. You know, by the time I actually finish this game, I will be able to accurately say recycler 100% of the time rather than shredder. It may take me a minute. It may take me tens of hours. But it will happen one day. Hang on, can I fix this? No. But its durability is 81%. I think I might be getting yelled at by the floof. What's up, Boobers? Hang on. I shall return in a moment. Okay. Something sunrise. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Will this reach? This is already at 20, so no, probably not. But If I put down a... Come on. If I put down a handy dandy extenderifier here, I'm sure it will. We'll do that. We'll do this. We'll do this to charge the battery. Okay. And then shred stuff? Any reason not to shred stuff? I don't think so. Okay. Shredification! Oh, I can move the shredder now. There are a few things we can shred first here. Recycler. Recycler. That is what it is. It is a recycler, not a shredder. We shred with it, but it is not a shredder. Boing. Or not. Boing. Stuff. Yoink. Yoink the stuff, please. Thank you. These boxes seem very inefficient to me. Like the shapes. You know what I mean? Why are you gonna have not flat floors to stack stuff on? Go this way. Can't even open one of them. Metal canister. You couldn't call this a metal pipe. It's gotta be metal junk. Highly suspect. Biodark. Kinda wanna kill it. Still kinda wanna kill it. Just because. So, I think... Oh, that's the section I was missing. That's right. Oh my god, yeah. Secrets. I like secrets. Tua. What used to be down here? Biodark? Okay. Somehow murderfied itself in the light, I guess. Overburdened. Again? No, yeah, that kind of tracks. To be honest. So we can dismantle broken vents, but we can't dismantle unbroken vents. I see how it is, game. Oil sweat progress. Imagine someone comes out with a mod for the game that just lets you dismantle everything, like including the side rails, including the platforms, just all of it, to where there's nothing left in the game but water. It'd be kind of funny. That's gonna mess with cables. I do find it interesting that we as the robot can just phase through these cables no issue. But like everything else interacts with the cable. Know what I mean? Get back here. It was a bad throw, okay? I'm sorry. Alright, I want to evict those guys. Evict those guys from up here somehow. And I'm thinking we're gonna do it with fire. Yup. And a crowbar. Because still freaking crowbar is a thing. Alright. Not too bad. Nothing else really up here. Cool. It's a whole big stinking whopping nothing. We slide to the left, slide to the right, crisscross. Everybody clap your hands. Dut, 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 dut. Down to the down to the down to the down down down. Down to the down to the down to the down down down. Down to the down to the down to the down down down. Marine Fender. Marine Fendar. Otherwise known as the famous actress. I don't know, I got nothing. Okay, everything over here I think is good, so I'm gonna move the shredder. Recycler. Want to move the recycler, please. Which I think needs another box. Let's do that while we're here. I'll just take this over here. That everything? Is everything. We do have an ad starting in a minute. When that ad starts, we will take a little stretch break and then continue about our merry way of destruction, mayhem, and discord. Not necessarily in that order. But fairly close. Fairly close to that order. The burden is so burdensome. Will this reach? It will. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna have to move this somewhere else. Alright, build that box. Really? Every time. Every stinking time. That was the wrong button. I do that a lot in this game. I've noticed. A lot of the wrong button. Alright, we are in a break, which means we're going to stretch our arms up to the sky. Get a nice good stretch in. Go to the left a little bit. And go a little bit to the right. Remember to stretch out your wrists, particularly if you have been a long time on the computer today. Forward, and then backward. Same for the other side. We can also kind of twist those wrists around, or rotate them. I don't know what twisting your wrist will do, but rotate your wrists kind of slow and then reverse, just to kind of range of motion exercise. You have a floof. The Jessie has a floof. And I'm going to reach one arm across the chest and pull. Kind of gives a little bit of a stretch on the shoulder. And then again on the opposite arm. You can also pull an arm over your head. Kind of push down on the elbow with your other hand. It should not be painful, but you can kind of feel a stretch. I don't know what muscle group that is, but it's kind of like under your arm, like the opposite of the bicep or some such. I don't know. And then do the same for the other arm. I also like to rotate my ankles. kind of remind them what it's like to work and to function. Because sometimes I forget, you know? I've been at the desk all day. My feet haven't really seen as much usage and flexibility and movement as the rest. And we're going to reach for our drink. We're going to hydrate ourselves because it is important. I don't know why it's important. I do know why it's important. But some people in the world with much more knowledge and education on health tell us it's important. And it's easier for me to listen to them than to do the scientific studies myself. So I'm just going to believe them that hydrating works. Also personal experience, but we know not to trust that for scientific research. Alright, welcome back everyone from ads. We shall now continue the scrapification. Heave! That did not work. Heave! That really did not work. I wouldn't mind another maybe 5 points in lifting, I think. What am I at? I think I'm at 80? Yeah, I'm at 80. So maybe like 85 or 90 just to... Like, I don't need to be able to absolutely yeet the heavy stuff. I just want it to not feel painful to lift. Like, it's no longer extraordinarily inconvenient to lift, like it used to be, which is nice. But carrying a full box is still not fun, simply put. So. We do get 30, I believe, enhancement points after finishing the seed quest. Seeds of the future. So for that one, I think we're going to bump up the scrapper skill. Maybe a little bit on the lifting skill. And then... Is that everything? Oh, there's a couple more. I think we're okay not putting it in pressure. Simply because by the time you're down at the bottom, you're gonna be past 100 anyway. But I don't know if there's really a ton of benefit in adding more to pressure. But whatever. Did I seriously miss that? Boom. In your face. Boom. In your other face. At what point do you just decide this is enough and stop trying to fight me? Come on, dude. You're a shark. You're smarter than this. Maybe not. I don't think it's supposed to be writhing like that. You're definitely gonna save before we try and harvest that, though. You do not have the best of luck harvesting marine life in this game. Okay, so I think we can... no, hang on. Throw all those scraps in there and do those first. And then we will relocate the recycler. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see, we got a full battery, we got a solar panel up top that's working. I think we've pulled everything to scrap off the base floor. The top floor just has the one pile over there to do. and then like double check the railing, make sure that's all done. Can I grab? Grabbage. Grab. Nope, turn it off. Does not need to be on. Slurp. Oh, we still have stuff in here. How forgetful of me. There's only like 3 things. You know what I could do though? I could be getting health while dismantling things. Look at that efficiency. Also, no, I can't reach. Never mind. No additional authorizations, unfortunately. I'll have to figure out where I get those from. Slurp. Oh, I could have recharged myself with this real quick first. Oh well. I will. Oh, that's right. We were gonna save and try and yoink the shark. Save. Okay. If this goes awry and it crashes the game, I am not going to come back on stream. I am going to go to bed. If this does not crash the game, we will continue for a little while longer. That's how this is gonna work. So potentially good night. Hopefully not. 3, 2. Oh no! Not the countdown. I couldn't get on top of him. It would have been so much easier. 3. Oh my gosh. Twice. No, it almost worked. Get on top. Come on. You got this. Little robot that could. Come on, I believe in you. Yeah, there we go. Alright, this should be easier. In 3, 2, 1. Bum-ba-da-bum. Success? Success! Where can I grab loot, please? Thank you. Looting all the stuff. Looting all the yummy stuff. I think that's everything. I got the Ultra Tech in the bio. That's all I really care about. I do also want to check underwater. This feels like a place that would have secrets. Secrets. Okay, I do want all of the scrap. To actually scrapify. And then the other stuff can go in here. Yes? That feels right. Okay. Hang on. Give me a little bit of slurpage. You can afford it, can't you? 6 kilowatt-hour battery. And then also my gun too. It's like, what are you doing? We don't have this much power to spare. It's okay. It's okay. Everything will be fine. Sort of. Maybe. I mean, look, we hope it's fine. Okay, cool. Save again. Now that we got the shark. Then upstairs. Or not. Upstairs. Hand over hand method. Feet next to feet. I don't know. Okay. We will suck that stuff out in a bit. Right, because it really is just this and then the underneath. Okay. I think we set it up here. And then this stuff we just throw through the door. Or we set it up twice. One of the two. We might just set it up twice. What? There we go. Something. Alright, go ham on Shredder. Alley-oop. Ooh, grenades. We have grenades. No. I'm more overburdened now, so I couldn't make the jump. Oh no. Yeah, that tracks. That 100% tracks. Alright, we're gonna just drop off all of this scrap in the under the bottom floor then. Oh, I forgot to deal with the slimies on my boat. Oh, so slow. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'll be there one day. One day soon. Whoa. Speed racer. Speed racer. Meow. We will sort that stuff later. Yeah? Think we're good? We're gonna go this way. I'm tired of using that ladder. Meow. Meow. Dun 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 dun. Alright, we got a little robot dude. We're gonna kick out here. TV. Tubage. More tubage. I'm gonna wait until I'm out there to plug myself in and start it up. Tables will be last. Chair. Another TV. Another chair. Was everything in here? Yes? Yes? Yes. Okay. Meow. Dismantle! Dismantle! Aw, I clicked twice. That was not the intent. I promised you. Oh, that's fine. Is that it? I think that was all that's down here. That's all that's over there. Oh. That's all that's left is just shred all the stuff. Turn it on. Yeah. Nero. That's not how this works, game. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, actually, plug this into my backpack instead. Electricity. Electricity is the lifeblood for robots like us. And for machines like the recycler. It almost sounds like a villain name. The Recycler. Like the Penguin or the Joker, but more environmentally friendly. I like how it just kicks it sideways. Just, oh, I didn't do it this time. But like, oh, I can't do it intentionally, I guess. Just, tilts it, tosses it in. Yeah. Yeah. Chair's the last one, I think. Anything else? I don't think so. And I don't have to worry about like which direction I go. The backpack will just, the cable makes sense for some reason. Which doesn't make sense, but that's fine. Because physics in video games are weird. Is that everything? Cool. Ooh, hang on. And okay. How do you want to do this? Do I have the stuff for? I should. I still want to repair them, I'll be honest. Should I want to repair them? No. But I do want to repair them. Let's at least repair the first one on each side. We probably don't have the fabric to repair the others on us. Yeah, fabric and rubber. They might be downstairs. Actually, now that you mention it, if it's that easy, rubber, fabric, gold, glass, iron, copper, plastic. Sure. If it's that easy, then I will go ahead and finish repairing them. Yeah, that's fine. Aluminium. Not the aluminium. I do like leaving these tanks repaired in the places where I find them because it just makes the place feel a little bit, I don't know if homier is the right word, but like, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna put a fuel cable here. It's probably as close as I'm gonna be able to get to that. And then if I'm lucky, I won't have to fix those. Can we? There we go. Wait. I think that ended up wrapping around, but that's fine. I don't think that's actually gonna reach. We put down another one? Well, it should be able to reach the floor, right? Yeah. We'll put another one down here. We are gonna pick them up afterwards. Alright. Cable. Cable. Diesel. Glug, 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 glug. And then we should have more than enough room for the diesel. Because we're hurting for it. And petrol, I think we might not actually even have enough room for all of the petrol. We've only got 50. So we'll see. Actually. What? Don't do this to me. Okay. I didn't like that. Which means I probably have to go reset the connection up there, unfortunately. So I tried equalizing instead. Where are you? Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, we've still got like 1,000 petrol left. Interesting, okay. So, how much diesel do we have? 900? Yeah, we should still be able to do that. Let's just make sure this goes this way. Whee! And then we'll hook this back up to the diesel, let the diesel run. Until it's all full. And then that should be it for this stop. Is there anything we need to pick up? Anything we need to clean up? I don't think so. I think that should be everything. Oh, the box. We do need the box. No. No, that was close. That was so close. Okay. I think we're good. Oh, we wanted to check underneath. Okay, so while the fuel is transferring, let's look for secrets underwater. So much infrastructure. Nothing up here or down there. Nothing up here. I don't think there's ever been anything all the way at the bottom for these types of locations. That's not to say that they couldn't put something all the way at the bottom, but anytime we've gone down all the way to the bottom, there's definitely not been anything. Nothing up here? Okay. What about on the platform proper? Nothing? This might be one where we have to go all the way down to the bottom to find another water secret. Maybe, I don't know. Could be one of these has like a side entrance. Maybe. Bum 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 bum. If there are no secrets, I will be thoroughly surprised. Like not even in the side? Really? Nothing? Nada? Zippo? Zipperini? Huh. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go to the bottom now because I didn't find anything else. What? Watch a shark just like comes up and gnaws on me. We're down to like 180 and I'm not seeing anything, so I don't think these have a... I don't think these go down to the floor. We've seen that too in a lot of places where the, there's not like an actual bottom, a reachable floor for the pillars for the location. Why is it so slow? Or does it just feel that way? Maybe it just feels that way? I'm not overburdened. For once. The saved a wretch like me. I don't know what to think of this. No secrets? What were the devs thinking? Ah, there is a secret. I knew it. This is not much of a secret. There's a teddy. Never mind, it's totally worth it. And now I'm encumbered. That tracks. Of course that tracks. Alright, well, that was everything. Cool. Thanks for playing. Where's the secret? Next up. Can we avoid the shark? Can we please avoid the shark? The whole reason I killed the other dude was to not have to deal with a shark. I didn't realize his little friend would respawn next to me. It was not part of the plan. Yoink. Box! I'll just set you right there for now. I am going to save just because I would not be surprised if derpy nonsense happens for various reasons. Am I... Okay, I'm at about 3,000 fuel. 3,150, give or take. I want to leave this here for the petrol, actually. Kind of just to remind myself, if I ever come by again, that there is still fuel up top. So... I think we're done. Not necessarily fuel, but like petrol up top. Can I? Yeah! Nothing else, I can reload the pistol with it. Okay. Yoink that, put that away. And don't worry, there will be organization that happens off stream. Because that's kind of just how my life works. It just is. While I'm watching other people stream various things, I'm organizing in here. It's kind of funny. Or absolutely rearranging everything on the ship, that happens too. And then I want to also... We were on... Hang on. We're currently on 8, so let's go to 1. And that way we've got the double. Alright, let's do a local as well. And then we'll go back over on 1. Sweet. Alright. This has been a lot of fun. I've stayed up way the hell too late, and I have all of you to blame and thank